A lot more to this. I really am. If they are saying they have the ability to decode our brain waves, look at that. It looks like a USB port on that end. And I don't know what they got on that end, you all. But I think they already know. They already know what we think. Hello there, full color emotion. They already know what we think because they already suggest things to us. They do. And you wonder, why am I seeing this ad? Why am I seeing this ad? You know, really, why are we getting so many ads? Because we're getting a whole lot of ads that are showing up, you all. Hello there, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I've just been sitting here at this messy computer, you all. I have been sitting up here messing around, thinking, why can't I think right? Why can't I figure complicated technical things out right? It's because I don't have that technology in my head. That's the problem, you all. But that's okay because they're going to solve it for us. They're going to solve our problem. We won't have to worry about, Gina, honey, how are you going to learn all the controls on this camera? How are you going to do it, Gina? That's no problem. That's no problem at all. It really isn't. If I wanted to get like a USB port and then I have something in my head like the Borg, I guess that would be a way to do it, you all. I guess so. You gotta laugh at it. You really do, because it's kind of wild. It's really wild, and we've got all of this technology at our fingertips. Ah, how Rosie is sleeping. Rosie's sleeping downstairs in the office where my husband is working in her little bitty thing right by the window. That way, if she hears some birds outside, she can turn her head and her body and she can look out the door. That's what she can do. Not new at all. There's nothing new under the sun. What has been will be again. That's right. It's new to us. Perhaps it's not too new to us. Perhaps we've forgotten all about it. Perhaps we're already AI and we don't even realize it. What if we are already some type of advanced species and we don't even know it, but yet we think we're fully human? You all, there are people who think that. They think, well, I guess we're already an advanced race of beings, and we just think we're human. We've advanced so far, we just think we're human. Yes, you are. So they know how to decode our thoughts. They know what we're thinking. But I still don't want I still don't want something like that attached to my head, you all. I don't care if you know what I'm thinking. I do not want this part attached to my head and this part attached to some kind of terminal, some kind of World Wide Web thing. Who was it who had that in her head? Uh, she did. She had it in her head. She did. It didn't look very nice. Let's see. I don't even know. This Grimes, the Grimes girl, the Grimes. I don't even know her name. Grimes. She had that in her head, and she looked like a Borg. There she is. She looked like the Borg, you all, is what she looked like. And she's so happy to look like that. Oh my gosh, she is awful. I'm trying to look at this. Look what she did. She dressed up like this. She's carrying a big sword. Hello there, Annie P. What's happening in Kentucky? You got a revival going on in Kentucky? Look at this woman. I wanted to try to see if I could get a close-up. There she is. She had that, is her body got those real tattoos? She had that thing like the Borg Queen coming out of her head. Is symbiotic, symbolic for where we are. I'm not going there. I do not want to go there, you all. And Do you think this has just happened? When was that? When was that? And what is in their mind? What is in their minds? Oh my gosh. That's really strange, you all. I don't like to watch those things. I really don't, but I was just trying to find Elon Musk's ex-wife who had that thing in her head. That's all I was trying to do, because she did. She had it like that. They're worshiping their God, G-A-W-D. That's right. There's many gods out there. There really are. Lots of gods. And it's, I don't even, oh, that is her. That is Leanne Grimes. She is kind of wild looking. But she's trying to find herself, and I think she has found herself. I don't... She could have just played the role of the board queen. She really could. Really, and I'm serious, she could have. It looked like she wanted to. She really does look like she wanted to. But that's okay. She's artsy, artsy, artsy. She lost herself. Yeah. And, but really, they already have the ability to know what we're thinking, because they already suggest ads that are in our head, the things we're thinking about and stuff. Like all I see on my computer are ads, more or less, for cameras and stuff. That's what I'm seeing, because that's what I'm searching, and that's what I think about. So they just suggest all kinds of ads whenever I look at something. Camera ads. No, they don't need no hardware any longer, you all. They don't. A gag came out in the egg. A gag came out in the egg? Oh, gag. Oh, that woman came out of the egg. Oh. Oh, wow. I guess it was. Yes. If that's what it does to you, no, you don't want none, because it corrupts. It will corrupt some people. Well, then they didn't really have a strong foundation to begin with, really. My lips were chapped. They are, you all. They're dry, and, this doesn't look like this woman. Oh, this is Think the Unthinkable. The International Monetary Fund chief warns the world is a very different place. It is very different, because they have the ability to plug us in with a USB port. They do. You really do. Like a USB port. Where's my USB port shoe? I was messing with the USB port. It really was. A USB and an HDMI port. Could you imagine they went to like she had that like back there in her head. But hers looked like the board queen, the Grimes woman. But that right there is like having it like right there. Could you have like a connection right there? I can understand for the hearing impaired, you got some kind of device, really, and it helps you hear. That's all good. That really is. But when it spreads to the majority of the population, that's not good. It's not good. It isn't, you all. So, that's all right. They already got it. It's okay. But it's not okay. But what can you do about it? Nothing. You got to live your life, and you can just look at that and say, oh, really? Oh, okay. But you don't want no thought police coming after you. You really don't. So really, you're going to have to learn to control your thought. Hold every thought captive. The board queen, oh, is like Medusa. And Pandora's box got the head. Is the Pandora box got the head of Medusa in it, maybe? They're going to make it mandatory. They are, because they said by 2030, They need to bring everybody else up online. The 60 or 70% of the population back up online with that cell phone in your head. That's right. You go an uplink. Uplink. Medusa. That's right, Annie. And I was getting ready to think that she was not done right. And she was turned into that. She turned into that. That's true. I was thinking that. Yep. So, she was supposed to be like a priestess of one of those gods. And then he did that to her. And then the female god punished her. That's what happened. She punished her for what he'd done to her. So she got the bad end of the stick. She really did. They videos said they have earbuds that can tell if you focus on searching. If you're focused searching on social media or composing a letter. I have earbuds, but I've never activated them or put them in my ear. Really. I'm really kind of leery about Bluetooth devices. Really. Any type of Bluetooth device. That's why you see me with a cord attached, and or I'm doing like this. It took me a long time to even get this excuse me, phone activated. It did, because the plasma in my old phone couldn't identify the plasma in this iPhone SE right here. And it troubled me because I saw it swirling around like a life form inside of it. This one right here, it was going like that, doing all kinds of twirling. And my other phone that I held over it like that, I had to hold the camera part over it, and it couldn't recognize it. And that kind of startled me. But that's okay, you all. Mind control. The lights are all turning purple. Well, my mother's house, they had an outdoor light, and it was purple. It was. And it was those old lights that were up in the sky, in the light poles. And my stepdad kept calling and calling and calling, send somebody out to replace this light. This light is going out, because that's what they do. They turn purple. And it was like 4 or 5 months until, hold on one second. I need a drink of water. One moment. Okay. And then he just now recently, they sent the telephone company, or whoever the guys, they came back out, the electric company, and they climbed the pole and they replaced the light, because the light was going out, and that's why it turned purplish. There's also a light like that in Scottsburg, Indiana, on one side of the intersection, and the other one by the other side of the intersection. And there's rumors going around that it's used to tell out, if you could, for your veins and stuff like that. But the other scientific reason is because those are old light bulbs up there, and that's what happens when they turn that color. When they go out, they turn that color somehow. I guess maybe something happens, and they need replaced. So now my mother has a white light again, is what happens. But it's kind of interesting, the spin they put on certain things. It really is. The spin they put on the purple lights, and there probably is something to that, really. There's something to the high efficiency plasma lights that are out there. And it's I'm supposed to be focusing on my subject. I'm focusing on my subject. I'm getting right back to it, you all. They got the USB plug, and AI is they're able to decode. AI is an intelligent being, and they are kind of like the Borg. If they all work in unison, they can become one entity with many, many connections. They can decode your brain activity and unlock your emotions. Oh no, your productivity, and even your pre-conscious thought. Your pre-conscious thought, you all. You better be very careful, really. The new world of surveillance has multiple avenues for good or bad. Duke University, the battle for your brain. Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, we did this. The battle for your brain. Gina, what are you talking about? They're battling for your brain. Up here, if you got a brain, they want it. And if you don't got a brain, that's okay. They'll give you a new brain. They will. They'll retrofit your brain with a new brain. Yeah, they just swap it out. Probably will. So look at this. You are the woman at this Davos right here. Oh, she wanted to alarm us. According to her, the technology to decode our brain waves already exists, and some companies are likely already testing the tech. So if they're telling you they're already likely testing the tech, well, we know because we see things that are suggested to us. Really, we do. Look at this, wearable devices. If you you got weather hats. I don't know what a weather hat. I've never heard of a weather hat. Headbands. We did a video on the tattoos, you know, that you could get on your arm like that. And you could actually have like a clock on your arm. You could actually touch your arm and stuff. We got a video playlist on here. It's called Artificial Intelligence. I think that's the name of it. And I'm pretty sure I left that video on there. I had to delete some videos because when I was showing it, that was a big taboo. You don't show stuff like that, Gina. Several years back, you don't. But yeah, they do got it. They got the tattoos, glowing tattoos. Oh, tattoos placed behind your ear or the earbuds. The sensors can pick up your signals and use AI-powered devices to decode everything from your emotional state, concentration levels, simple states, even your preconscious response to numbers, an invitation to steal your bank card without you even knowing it. Yeah. So you would not be able to fool AI. You wouldn't. You could be thinking a bad thought and they know it. And you say, no, I did not think that about you. I did not. And they'll reconstruct your thought into a visual. So do it. Reconstruct your thought like Sophia. Sophia can do it, you all. That's right. It's okay. It's not okay, but it's all right, you all. We live in this world and we're going to make the best of it. That's right. You got to look at these watches. You got the Fitbit and stuff. You got the heart monitors. They pick up your signals down your arm into your hand. The coming future, and I mean the near-term future, these devices become the common way to interact with all other devices. It's an exciting and promising future, but it's also a scary future, the very near future. So really, in the next 2 years, a catastrophic mutating event will come in 2 years, according to the World Economic Forum. Your life as you know it will be no more. It will have changed unless, look at this, surveillance of the human brain is powerful and it's useful. It will transform your workplace and it will make your life better. Better. It's going to make your life better, you all, is what it says. Its dystopian possibility of being used to exploit and bring to the surface. You do not want your secret thoughts. You don't want this, you all. Do you want them to exploit your secret thoughts? Do you? Do you want them to do that? I know some people do not want them to do that. That's kind of scary if you got that. Look, they want a promise of your cognitive liberties. The Davos session to call for a promise of cognitive liberties, such as things of freedom of thoughts. You can think freely without getting in trouble, and mental privacy. You all look at, can you believe that? It has the power to do good when a person chooses to use it to better and understand their own mental well-being. But if you do bad, you're going to get your trouble. You're going to get yourself in trouble, you all. The technology more or less will be on your side if you are a good little person and you use your technology for the power to do good. See, you can do it. You can do it. Thank you, Sharon, honey. You can do it. Yeah. He will reward those. He will. He will. Well, that's okay. We already get rewarded. That's right. Of those who diligently seek him. That's right. Oh, my goodness gracious, you all. We can do it. That's right. I used to say you just might as well take my head off. Take my head off, you all. Just chop my head off. That's right. Because you don't want to betray yourself. You really don't. You do not want to lose. You do not ever want to see the day that you lose your integrity by the means of dishonesty. You don't. You don't. You want to stay true to yourself. You really do. And do you, what they say, a man will do a lot of things to save their lives. They will. To save their very lives. You'll do a lot of things when your life is at stake or the lives of those you love. What will you do? What would you do? But that's okay. You don't have to worry about it. They'll do the thinking for you. They did say in the near future. And this is true. Technology will decide what's best for you. They will. And they'll choose your job based on, your current, your past, and your future, what's best for you. Because you don't know. Sometimes we don't know, in all honesty. You don't know what you want to do when you're young. You think you know, but you really don't know. Somehow the AI is going to figure it out for you. And I guess you're just going to have to wait to see. If we're here, we may be gone. We may be. The earbuds are bad news. The truth shall set you free. It really does in many ways. It does. When you find out the truth about something that has been bothering you, and even though that truth is not good, when you find it out, it's like a relief. It's like a heavy load off your shoulder, but with it, it could be very sad. But yeah, that's all right, you all. It's okay. So the companies have the ability already to know what you're thinking because they show you ads. They do. That's right, country boy. All who get it will drink from the cup of his fury that's been, yeah. That's right. Give her a taste. Give her back double. Give her back double for what she had done. That's what it said to her. Give her back double. Yeah. Believe nothing you hear, and you're about a quarter of what you see, Frank Cooper, honey. Yeah. It's this is coming. There's really no doubt about that. This is coming. It's already here. It is, and our life will change. It's already changing. It's already changed. Did you ever dream that you'd have a life that you have right now? No. It's all right. It is. We got it. We can do it. We're going to do it, you all. We're going to survive. We're going to survive this ever-changing world with the technology. And if we can use it for good, we're going to do it. We're going to exploit it to use it for good without sacrificing who we are on the inside. That's right. You can do it. You can use something without sacrificing and betraying who you are on the inside. You can do it. You really can. Yeah, do you want to survive in an apocalyptic world? What if it's your destiny to survive in an apocalyptic world? Even though you're thinking, I don't want to be here, they say, no, you ain't got no choice. You're going to be here because you got what it takes to stay here. We need you. That's how it happens, you all. The things that you do not want to do, you're thinking, I do not want to do. Well, that's the very thing you end up having to do. The thing you really don't want to do. Why? Because I guess it's meant for you to do it. Yeah, it's okay. We can do it. Yeah. Well, I am going to go, and thank you all for tuning in. That's right. That is really something to keep in the back of your mind. They already know what you're thinking. They do. And It's good to be aware. It's good to be aware. They could keep everything secret and then just all of a sudden one day wake up and boom, our world has changed and we did not have any forewarning whatsoever. That would be a shock. But the mere fact that they're telling us what is coming, you can think of that, well, that's good. That is good. They're already telling us, so we can get in our minds to adapt and prepare. That's how we do it, you all. We got to stay aware. They're sharing it with us. Someone said because they got to tell you what they're going to do first. Well, that's fine. I'd rather know. Don't you spring that on me all of a sudden where I cannot even have any time to prepare. You don't want that. You all, you want to know what's coming. I'm sure there's been plenty of times in your life when somebody refused to tell you what was coming, kept it from you, and then sprung it on you. All of a sudden you found out and you did not like it. Did you like it? No, you did not like it. Well, now here's your warning right here. You got forewarning, and now you got time to get into that mental space where you can say, okay, it's coming. I'm going to that's right, you, I'm going to go. I'm going to go. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon, you all. And I am part of me. I am happy that we do see things like this because we know like a certain type of a future is coming, but we don't know how close we are to it. And when you see things like that, it's like, yeah. And we don't know how it's going to manifest, but we're finding out really quick. It's coming fast. Everything's coming so fast, but that's okay. We can do it. Love you. Thank you, moderators. And thank you.